Good morning, chat. We are currently gapped up around 50 points on the NASDAQ. Yesterday's close was at 23,296. We are 30 seconds away from market open. NQ is sitting up 0.23%. For market open, ES futures are up 0.12%. Bitcoin is down 0.75%. ETH is down 2.3%. ETH is down 2.3%. Market is open in 5 seconds. ES is starting below the VWAP 100 MA, 200 SMA. NQ 30 minutes starting below the VWAP. Tapping the 200 SMA as we speak. Market is open. Good morning. Good morning, Elijah. Good morning, Milad. Low. US trade balance came out at 8:30 a.m. It came in positive, negative 60.2 billion. Expect to be 61 billion, so a little positive. We have news in 15 minutes at 9:45. So far, this is flushing down. About to tap the low pre-market. Tapped it. Tapping that pivot point. Pivot point at 23,309. Pivot point below that is 23,276. We'll just have to see how this wants to start. Only a minute into market open. Bitcoin's coming lower. Nvidia starting negative 0.65%. Tesla starting down 0.7%. Google starting up 0.25%. Amazon starting up 0.5%. Microsoft starting up 0.1%. Meta starting flat, flipping green. Apple flipping red and green. Palantir's up 7.5% just to start the day. Not bad. Okay, ES is getting a bounce. ES is very close to filling the gap. So is the NASDAQ. They may fill the gap, then come and test the 200 SMA. Could just keep falling as well. Nvidia's coming up a bit. Russell 2000 starting up 0.25%. The Dow starting up 0.08%. The VIX is at 17.5. The volatility index. Dollar is up 0.25%. Trying to see how this wants to move. Morning. Morning, Adrius. Morning, Christian. First stopped out. Oof. Yeah, I'm being patient. I want to see what they want to do. So far, the ES is below the volume weighted average price. The VWAP 100 MA, 200 SMA. So far, the NQ 30 minutes below that as well. It's above the 100 MA, but it's below the 200 SMA, below the VWAP. Looking pretty weak. Palantir is almost up 10%. It's sitting up 9.4% currently. MicroStrategy is down 1.65%. Remember, we have news in around 12 minutes. We're getting a bounce from the pre-market low, that pivot point. About to test the 200 SMA. Let's see how it reacts. Very crucial. We can get above the 200 SMA, get above the VWAP. We're likely gonna see the high of pre-market at 23,404. But the ES has to get above the VWAP, 100 MA, 200 SMA as well. Staying patient. No reason to overtrade, no reason to FOMO. See how the market wants to move. Morning, Bruce. Morning, Toby. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Let's see, chat. ES is starting below the VWAP. Hasn't even touched it. NQ 30 minutes, half the 200 SMA. The RSI is above the MA, but it's in neutral territory. Williams R 20-day is already in oversold position on the ES 1 minute. The NQ 30 minute RSI below the MA, going below and just nosediving into neutral. Williams R 20-day pulling back as well, getting in over ball territory. Amazon's up 1.4%, Google's up 0.5%. Nvidia is trying to come up. Microsoft flipping green. ES is trying to bounce. Ten minutes until the US S&P Services PMI final, composite PMI final, and then the rest of the docket is 10 a.m. US ISM Services PMI, Pfizer earning call, US 52-week bill at 11:30, 1 p.m. US 3-year note, and then after market closes, Trump is signing executive orders. ES is trying to climb. Little divergence. Palantir's coming down. Appreciate it, Taro. Good morning, good morning. No, I do not use Apex accounts anymore, Milad. I haven't had an Apex account for the past 2 to 3 weeks. Told you guys I was phasing them out. Let's make money today. 1,000 away from getting Express for 5 accounts. I need to make money on my one already Express account. Let's go. Good luck, Shadow. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Yeah, it's wicking up. ES is bouncing. ES is about to tap the VWAP 100 MA. AQ is about to tap the 200 SMA. They are very close to filling their gaps. NQ is literally like 5 points away. The gap is at 23,296. That is yesterday's close. ES is starting to wake up. NQ getting above the 200 SMA, about to top the 21 EMA. That NQ 5-minute reacts. Tapping the VWAP. ES tapping the VWAP. Let's see if it reclaims that as support. Let's see. Video's trying to come up. Now only down 0.15%. Palantir's coming back up 7.5% currently. Microsoft flipping green. Google coming up. Q5 about to tap the 21 EMA. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Are you guys waiting? Or are you trading? There were a couple opportunities. Remember, we have that news. We have that news in 6 minutes at 9:45. Very key red news. NQ 30 man getting above the 200 SMA, VWAP. ES tapping the 200 SMA, rejecting for now. Nvidia turning green. Palantir is now up 8%. ES is rejecting the VWAP. Okay. I would like to wait for news. We have 5 minutes until the US S&P Services PMI. 5 minutes. Make some move before then. I may go for a quick scalp. Be pretty high risk though. Have to know the risk. Thank you. 5 minute about to get above the 21 EMA. ES trying to bounce on the 100 MA VWAP as well. Thank you. 30 minute trying to get above the VWAP. Trying to break outside that range to that resistance trend line. Starting to get bullish. We'll see how the news affects this. Palantir is just climbing. Palantir's up 8.4%. Gabber bought the dip, just got 40 points. Good job, Gab. Bitcoin's trying to come up. ETH's trying to come up. It's trying to break outside of that range. ES is still stuck below the 200 SMA. It could have wicked through it. Yeah, ES is rejecting the VWAP for now. Nvidia flipping red. Thank you. 5 minute rejecting the 21 EMA. Staying patient. Gapper has to make up for yesterday. Yeah. And Q 30 minutes really holding on to this VWAP. ES got above it again. We'll see. 2 minutes, chat. 2 minutes. The US approves OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic to the federal AI vendor list. 2 minutes. 2 minutes till the US S&P Services PMI final, composite PMI final. Then 10 a.m. Pfizer US ISM Services PMI. 11:30 US 52-week bill. 1 p.m. US 3-year note. 4 p.m. AMD quarter 2 2025 earnings, and Trump signing executive orders. I may trade this volatility spike. Every way it goes. Remember, we had that hive day, that green line, 23,404. 23,404. Nvidia just constantly right now flipping back between green and red. Currently it's red 0.15%. Tesla is down 0.3%. Google is up 1%. Amazon is up 1.4%. Amazon's up 1.8%. Excuse me. Microsoft about to flip red. Apple and Netflix down 0.25%. MicroStrategy down 1%. ES trying to reject that VWAP 100 MA. We have 20 seconds. 20 seconds. What's up, Bam? Think I'll finish green today. 23 is support for now. Yep. Elijah grabbed a couple of scalps. Now waiting on news. Solid. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thank you. 30 minute above the VWAP for now. Yeah, we're waking up. Thank you. 5 minute getting above the 20 May. We're waking up for now. We have that pivot point to the upside at 23,391. ES getting above the VWAP 100 MA. NQ getting above the VWAP 200 SMA on the NQ 30 minute. NQ 5 minute getting above the 20 MA. ES is tapping the 200 SMA. US S&P Services PMI final came in a little positive. So did the composite PMI final, came in at 50. Services PMI final came in at 55.7, expected to be 55.2. Composite PMI final came in at 55.1, expected to be 54.6. Next news is in 15 minutes. What are we talking about? Little Bitcoin? Gabber said 400 inbound. Yeah. I'm in with one. Moves already made, but the ES getting above the 200 SMA. I'll take it. We have news in 14 minutes. This will probably flush the high before then, or it could come back and this could reject. That's why I'm only starting with one. Moves already been made, got above the VWAP range. I was waiting to see if the ES wanted to retake. Also waiting on the news, but down 100. We will be adding to this. I will be adding to this as long as the ES can stay above the 200 SMA. Or I just ride it for 20 points, one con. Ride it to that high of day, maybe that pivot point. Up 50. Right now it's just propping too well. Especially if Nvidia can start climbing as well. Could waterfall down at any moment and fill that gap. The ES gap fill did not come to fruition, and Q gap fill did not come. Up 100. It's about to tap that pivot point. We want to see a quick, beautiful, up 200. Beautiful. We want to spike up, spike up, spike up. No reason to risk anything. Now we're break even stop. Up 200. Cross that pivot point. Up 250. Beautiful. We want to spike up to the highs. Spike up to the highs. High 23,404. Tapping that pivot point. Risk-free trade now. Up 200. 225. Worst case, we'll get stopped down. We'll probably re-enter. We have news in 12 minutes. Should spike up, but nothing is 100%. Okay, it's rejecting that pivot point. 5 points away. Spike up, spike up. Very close to the high. Very volatile. If it rejects that pivot point, obviously we'll be stopped. I like how the ES is kind of coiling. It's kind of consolidating. Nvidia's coming up. Palantir's coming up. Up 160, up 170. Okay, it's wicking down.
Order filled.
And stopped out, break even. If the ES can hold the VWAP 100 MA, 200 SMA, we'll rejoin. If not, we'll look and maybe change our conviction. Tesla flipping red again. Microsoft flipping red. Palantir is really carrying. Palantir is up 9% currently. ATR is at 18.47. Okay. The ES is flushing down. Rejected the 200 SMA, about to tap the VWAP. What's up, Legend? Good morning, good morning. True little Bitcoin go all in 500x leverage. I should or shouldn't I? That seems super smart. Super big IQ brain. What's up, Miguel? Good morning, good morning. Let's have a good day. We did wake up this morning. It can't get much better than that. Another journey, another day in the journey of life. Can it get better than that, chat? I don't know. I don't know. We have news in 9 minutes. And Q 5 minutes after the 20 May. If the ES loses the VWAP, probably have to change conviction. Problem is, thank you, 30 minutes above the VWAP, above the 200 SMA. So it could just be a false flag. Especially how strong Palantir is right now. Palantir is now up 9.3%. Nvidia is down 0.5%. Tesla coming up. What's up, XM? ES is between the VWAP and 200 SMA. And Q is trying to make a move. Palantir getting stuck. Mm-mm-mm-mm. 6 minutes until news. Norman sees the wheels turning. Danny says, so how do we invest in this method or what? I mean, it's just trading the stock market. You can trade it with a broker, etc., but I cannot give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do everything at your own risk. Appreciate the follow, DFG. Appreciate the follow, John. Appreciate you guys. Yes, it's breaking above the 200 SMA again. I'm just gonna wait until news. No point. US ISM services PMI at 10 a.m. in 5 minutes. Tapping that pivot point. Remember, Hive day is at 20,404. Pivot point at 23,391. Okay. While we wait, the Asian market synopsis, Asian stock showed a positive rebound driven by dip buying and heightened expectations for Federal Reserve interest rate cuts following weak job US data. The overall market sentiment was buoyed by optimism that economies can withstand tariff impacts and avoid recession. Europe market synopsis. U.S. equities futures continued their upward momentum fueled by strong corporate earnings and reinforced bets on the Fed rate cuts. The rebound reflects confidence in corporate resilience against tariffs and potential Fed support to prevent recession, though Treasury yields rose amid heavy bond sales. Pfizer shares jumped over 3% in pre-market on betting revenue estimates and raising earnings guidance. Okay. The ES is rejecting the VWAP for now. 100 MA coming below it. So little divergence. Appreciate the file, Must. Appreciate you guys. Pretty slow start, but it should ramp up. There's plenty of news today. Volatility will likely die around 11:30, so there's plenty of opportunity. Probably 3 or 4 more trades before volatility dies. Then we gotta wait for opportunity. Staying slow. We'll see, chat. We'll see. What did you guys think? You guys thought this was going up today? So far, you're right. Voyager Technologies is down 14% today. 14%. Palantir is holding 8% strong. We can get Nvidia flip green and hold it. ES needs to climb above the VWAP, 200 SMA, then I'll get a little more bullish. 1 minute, chat. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute till red news. You could indeed get a spike up. This could also spike down. News has been positive today so far. US trade balance positive. S&P services PMI positive. 40 seconds, chat. 40 seconds. FL 460, the aim. I'm no time traveler though. Turo said, watch it take out buy side liquidity. Hey, it is bullish to start the day. That's mainly from Palantir. Palantir is up 8.7%, reached the peak of 10. Mainly from that. Also positive news. 3, 2, 1, news is out. So far, wick down. My chart's frozen. That's how fast it wicked. Okay, a little further, a little further, a little further. So far, wick straight through the 200 SMA, wick through the VWAP. ES, mile away. ES filled the gap, by the way. Yesterday's close, NQ closed at 23,296. So a little further. US ISM services PMI came in at 50.1, expected to be 51.5, very negative. US ISM services prices paid came in positive. ISM services employment came negative. Okay, we also have a Pfizer earning call. TP smash out for the day. Good job, count. You guys are nuts. Unless you're very tapped in with news. That was a very risky gamble. No missed opportunities, only the next one. There are no missed opportunities, chat. Only the next one. Yes, wicking down. And Q 30 minute, wicking below the VWAP, 200 SMA. Still trying to hold on to the 200 SMA. Wicking up, tapping the VWAP. Five. Nice move. Yes, it was. Legend said I went it 2 shorts 10 seconds before the news, 1.5 trade in 1 second. You guys are insane. You basically just took a roll the dice at a casino. You guys say I gamble. Eesh. This is trying to bounce. Palantir is really holding this up. Appreciate the file, Vish. Appreciate the file, Molly. Appreciate you guys. ATR is now sitting at 21. The VIX is coming up.
Order filled.
I'm in with 1 short. We're gonna put a stop on it just in case it wants to wake up right above the VWAP. Up 100, 140. A little lower. Now we're break even. Right above the 200 SMA. I'm not gonna give it more because how quick it flushed down. Also, Palantir has been pretty strong. Up to 50. 10-point stop. 15 points. Up to 50. Give this max room. I want this to flush to the gap. Pretty weak. ES is trying to go. If we get stopped out, break even, I'll probably rejoin in a minute. And a couple points away, down up 100, up 140, up 150. Trying to get above the 200 SMA. We want a rejection. Trying to bounce. Wicking down, wicking down. Up 250, up 300. I'm taking that. Good enough. We're out with 198. They're probably gonna pump this up in a minute. Palantir's kind of holding. Maybe flush to the gap, then have a little spike. Really depends what Palantir wants to do. Palantir is propping this up pretty strong. ES bouncing. Any thoughts on a short? Yeah, that's what I've been eyeing all day. I'm just waiting. I did take one, but okay, and there's the spike up. Got up above the 200 SMA. NQ30 man about to tap the VWAP. Some bullish wicks are forming, but the ES is so weak. Could have divergence pretty heavily on the ES and NQ. Could. Especially if Palantir keeps holding, if Nvidia can prop up. This could turn bullish. Could be a V-shaped recovery as well. Also, Trump threatened a tariff of 35% on the EU if it doesn't meet obligations. What's up, Stefan? What's up, John? Bro, what about Cardano and Sui? I've heard of Sui. I've heard of Cardano. You're talking about crypto, correct? If your average trade time is 15 minutes or less, you might want to take 25, 30 points. Simply because that the average range for that time frame. I usually do. I usually do. Stefan says August and September will hard with low volume holiday season, hard to trade. Okay, Gapper. All right. Looking bearish. Palantir's trying to come up. May have to flip conviction. Will be hard to trade. I'm trading worse. The Trump tariffs were very good experience. 2020, 2021 was very good experience as well. GME, AMC craze. Appreciate the follow, Lou. Appreciate you. That 67 long didn't hit 400 on the way to 97.25, so took 93 for 26 points. Now sitting on hands. Yep. Devin says, I think we will swing a lot, but we'll get some pullback to 6,000 SP. I can't stomach short trading. Too emotional, but love to watch. It sounds like you're oversizing based on your net worth, based on your account, whatever you're trading. If you get emotional in trading, you're either way new and should be, if I was that new, I would demo trade, simulate trade. But if you're that emotional, you have too much net worth in one position. And you're not in abundance. Man. It is so funny how that works. Mark said, morning, Chris. Hope you're doing well this morning. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. One break-even trade, and we're up 200. Appreciate it, Mark. Wish you all the best. I was over leveraging and realizing it was holding me back. Yeah. Stephen said, I make better profits, and holding my best trade for now is I bought Hood at 14, still holding. What is Robinhood at? Damn, son. Oh, Robinhood at 14? Jeez. Robinhood is sitting at 106. It's not bad. Little 7.58x. Not bad. Solid, man. Remember, the gap fill is at 23,296. Currently 20 points away. That's a rejection of the 200 SMA VWAP on the NQ 30-minute. ES went and tapped the gap fill and rejected it. About to tap the pivot point. Pivot point at 23,309. Low of days at 23,303. Let's see how this wants to go. Yeah, if you guys are over emotional in position, you have too much net worth, you're over leveraged, you just have too much risk. Too much risk for your net worth, your everything, the money in the account. Just you can't visually look at it, etc. You just have too much. You're not in abundance. And you really need to be in abundance to stop the emotion. That's why I have multiple accounts. Took some slippage on that news candle, but still green on the day. Good job, Mark. Tapping that pivot point. That could be a double bottom. Could be. Nice one. Gabber tries to stay around 25% of total capital. Stefan, I think today is a down day. Yesterday was just a bounce for people to get out. Appreciate you, Stefan. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow, Lou. Appreciate you guys. Very slow day. Trying to stay patient. ES 1 minute got above the MA inside the RSI. It's climbing. Starting to bounce. William Marr 120 day for the ES 1 minute starting to climb. Trying to stay patient, chat. Trying to stay patient. We have that Pfizer earnings call. I really don't care about it that much, but it is important. 11:30 a.m. is the next news on the docket. US 52-week bill. After that, 1 p.m. US 3-year note. Trying to come up, chat. ES is flushing down. Oh, it definitely is bearish, Churro. Trying to wait. It kind of looks like it may spike up here. May get a spike up to the 200 SMA, then reject again. And just wants to get all the liquidity out. It also could flip here. Could double bottom and flip. It is a possibility. Sometimes the NASDAQ loves to stop just short of the gap. Everyone shorting, shorting, shorting. Expecting that gap to be filled, so they'll prop it up. That could be happening. Miguel and Funny, I'm probably going to be dropping stuff in the insiders, the YouTube members post tomorrow. I have some things in the works, and you guys will get behind the scenes sneak peek. The YouTube members, the inside us, and then once it's ready to be released, it'll obviously I'll tell you guys on stream. And then release it, promo it, etc. I'm actually pretty happy with it. And it's not what you guys think. It's about to flush the gap fill. Thank you, gap. 4 points away from being closed. And the gap has been filled. Okay, NQ gap has been filled. We're below that pivot point. Pivot point to the downside, 22,276. Sounds good, curious. Ooh. Yeah, this should be a quick turnaround. We're talking probably less than a week. You guys will mostly, I may post something after the stream, but probably tomorrow before stream, possibly after. What's up, Ahmad? Are you trading ES? No, I'm not. NASDAQ, future indices of the NASDAQ. NQ futures. These 2 days were tricky. Yeah, yesterday was more predictable, but low liquidity, low volatility. I meant low volatility. Only so much room for opportunity in my strategy. Scalping. Now, if you were swing trading, all you do is just study the news, and place bets. Possibly after or before market open, after or before confirmation. Just depends how you want to play it. Also, you probably be playing with micros instead of minis. Trying to bounce, chat. Voyager Technologies is down 17.3%. It's coming lower, chat. Coming lower. Unless just so weak. I don't know. Palantir is trying. Palantir is trying its hardest. Alibaba did flip green. Nvidia is now down 1%. Crypto and Fear Green Index came out 60 out of 100 greed. Fear Green Index for the stock market came out 56 out of 100 greed. Volatility is going to be dying in like 1 hour, with some spikes here and there based off of news. Sorry, slowing down a bit. Okay, vote in the poll, vote in the poll, vote in the poll. Are you profitable, negative, or learning? Profitable, negative, or learning? Vote, vote, vote. Let's clean up the chart. That. It's about a wick down that pivot point, 23,276. I think it's just gonna flush it. Not even pay it, no mind. Nvidia just coming lower and lower, now down 1.15%. S&P 500, regular S&P 500 is down 0.22%. The Dow is down 0.3%. The VIX is ticking up, now up 3.5%. Sitting at 18.14. The Nasdaq and the ES both red. The ES is down 0.2%. The ES futures. Bitcoin is down 1.5%. ETH is down 3.8%. My name, I am trying to understand how / what your method strategy is. That'll be hard to ascertain in one stream, my friend. Use an amalgamation of synopsis, use an amalgamation of indicators, track the news, and adapt to the day, adapt to the volatility, liquidity, how the stocks are ranging. That's the essence of it. Very simplified. We are dumping today. Trump too much shit talking with bring down markets. Minis are full-on contracts. Micros are just, you know, miniature versions. That's how you think of it. Micro, less risk. Mini, full risk. Micro, less risk. Mini, full risk. Just different size contracts. Think of it like mini. For example, let's say it's worth $100. Now we have the micro, which is worth like 10. That's how you can think of it. That's a simplified version and not fully flushed out, but that's a good way to think about it. Just minis are hold more value, hold more risk. Micros are a little easier to trade around, and they hold less value, hold less risk. So when you go up and down, your loss will be a little less. If you trade micro, your profit will as well. So it's just all your risk tolerance. All what you're willing to risk. Gotta have that pivot point. Futures, lower capital needed to trade minis. What's up, Bounty? Micros and minis are different contracts that hold different values, correct? Looking for pullback to 20,215. Me and you are on the same wavelength. Same wavelength, Turo. Same wavelength, but I may adapt and change conviction when needed. If it calls for it. It's really trying to bounce here, so we may get a spike up. Palantir is really holding this. Palantir's up 9% again. Malad profitable on paper, but after 10 days, forward test, I would get some real result. Good luck, good luck. Wish you all the best, Malad. Appreciate you. There's 285, but if demand's still at, yeah. You said looking for a pullback to 215. I was just agreeing. That looks quite positive, yeah. Yep. Just basic stuff. There's a pretty good pivot point right there. And if it drops below that, this is literally gonna waterfall like a river. Think of Niagara Falls. This thing's gonna drop it like it's hot. For real. This thing is going to drop it like it's hot if it breaks these pivot points. It's going to break it hard. We're rejecting that pivot point. Pretty key pivot point, 23,222. That's to see. Have to see how this one's play out. Palantir is still holding. I would like it as fast a wick as possible. Down 40 points right now. As fast a wick as possible. As fast as humanly possible. Wick it down, baby. Wick it down. Calm down. Yes, sir. I see. What's up, AR? Scope on FTSE. Adris micro equals $2. Minis equals 20. Gotta eat through top of this demand zone. Yeah. Well, it chomped it away. It chomped it away. Heck, 170-ish is possible, but I think NQ will finish green by the end of the day. Yeah. If it drops below... It's gonna really struggle. If it drops below 23,220 to 200, if it drops below that, it's gonna really struggle to pick it up. And by that point, Palantir will be probably give up a lot of gains. But I mean, news could come out, Palantir can rip up, Nvidia can start ripping up. This could flush all the way down to the NQ 30-minute 100 MA. Do I think it will? Not really. Profitable today. Good job, Elijah. Solid. Good stuff. How much? How much smonies? How much smonies? NQ's trying to bounce. And above that pivot point. Malad, today I just made an indicator for MT5 using Grok. Very fun. Yeah, Grok, if you guys aren't using AI, you are behind. I'll tell you that. You can make stuff and just save so much time. Basically anything you want. Cool. I like the sound of minis. In for 1K shares when it's down 50% of 1 month average. Stone cold jump out of 15% profit is not marriage, it's money making. Why are you playing the bounce? Just because it's a key level. I had that level before market open. And that's where I would play it. Now if it continues down, and right here I'm kind of bearish, so if I take a trade now, it'd probably be a short, unless the price action starts flipping. I see Nvidia taking up, which it is. But it's also getting a little exhausted. Price actions is getting a little exhausted. That does not mean it can't just pause, consolidate, continue. Have a little bounce, consolidate, continue down. We go down some 5-10% pullback is needed in this market. Milan knows a simple indicator. It puts a horizontal line on 50% of previous candle. It's just for some specific. Okay. Hey, everyone has their own strategy. Cannot fault to. Palantir's ticking up while Nvidia's pulling down. This could bounce here. Palantir's ticking up hard. Wanted to short that. Now we'll just go with the original plan. Okay. Things are getting volatile. Palantir's ripping up and down percentage-wise. Could flush, this could bounce. Really depends. So far, Palantir trying to tick down. I would like a massive wick down, 40 points. As fast as humanly possible. But we don't always get what we wish for. Also may just take some time. We have news in 1 hour. Not really that important. It's a US 52-week bill. Still something to watch. How's Bitcoin sitting? Bitcoin did not get above that key level pivot point, so this has this could fall a lot lower. What's metal at? Silver is up 40 cents for today. Silver is at $37.95 an ounce. Gold is at $3,393 an ounce, up $12 an ounce today. John says, haven't seen you till this morning. Have you followed Circle? Assuming you're talking about someone else. What do you think about these indicators type orb, RSI, fair value gap, monitoring, support and resistance? The orb is pretty valid. I used to think it was bull crap, but you guys are literally like, I love how fast I am like adapting and changing my strategy based on your guys' input. Like it's real-time input and just reviewing, introspection. on every micro detail of what I do. I kind of love it, and that's exactly why I started streaming. Just rapid pace of growth. Rapid. The 15-minute orb is very valid. It's very valid. I've watched it the past couple months, especially on stream, and it's a valid strategy. Now, you can't just use that single-handedly. You need to use an amalgamation. All right, chat, we're looking for a 30-point wick. RSI, I do use it. Pretty valid, especially if it gets above and below that, man. That's a good indicator. RSI, ES 1 minute, NQ 30 minute, that's what I use. The fair value gap, I don't use the fair value gap pretty much at all. Price gaps are more valid to me. Just the opening gap to start the day, what it closed at, is more valid. For me, everyone's strategy is different. Good job, Gapper. Gapper took one at 20 points riding last. Elijah sometimes overtrade, so gave back some profits, but I'm like $40 green today. Just trade micros. Solid. Not bad, not bad. Stefan, 23,100. End of day, mark my words. Hot and spicy prediction, mate. Hot and spicy, coming in hot and spicy. Bitcoin going down 109K. I think lower than that, Stefan. That's only my guess. My guess. No financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, mate. Do not follow me. Hold your own conviction. Conviction. And stop. Gap got stopped out. I trade orb exclusively. Malad says Gapper, yesterday was bullshit, today is bear shit. Oh boy. John, please tell me how this goes so I don't interfere with your feed intent. Please tell me how this goes so I don't interfere with your feed intent. So you have an amalgamation of stocks that get traded. Corporations go public, they become stocks. People buy and sell them. Institutional buys and sells. And stocks go up and down. That's what happens. Looking for a little more flush. A little more wick down. Little more, a wee bit more. One, I'll take one there. Probably gonna flush down a little lower, but I'll start one. Up 30, up 70, up 50, one contract long. Down 30. Palantir trying to bounce. Up 80, up 100, one contract long, up 150. Yeah, Gapper, the majority were long in the poll. I was bearish to start the day before even entering stream. Appreciate the follow, bye. Appreciate you. Only reason I'm flipping against it because this is a key pivot point and likely a bounce coming. Likely. Just for me. Make sure you guys are holding your own conviction. Do not blindly follow me. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do or say is financial advice. It's for entertainment, educational purposes only. Hold your own conviction. Do your own trade strategy. You all are in different circumstances than me. Different risk tolerance, etc. Getting a bounce up 280, up 300. Looking for a little more. Little more. Up 400. One con. Little more wick. Little more wick. Little more wick. All right, that's good. I'll take that. Wanted to be in with 2. May get an opportunity if it comes back down. We secured 364. Was thinking of trailing it up, but market's just so bearish. I really don't want to hold it. Thought it was going to wick down that pivot point. I would be in with 2. That would have been way better, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is likely to bounce to that gap in a minute. Walking the dog. Where NQ at? NQ futures are at 23,240. The regular NASDAQ is at 23,167, but my data is delayed. I do not really look at that. My data is delayed by like 5 minutes. Someone get the real NASDAQ. The real NASDAQ 100. What's the price currently at for Gapper? For the Gapper man. Please and thank you. Oh boy, Gapper. Is the dog going to cost you money again today? Is that what's going to happen? That's a bearish candle in 1 hour. The blue line above 220, what is that? That's a the diagonal lines are trend lines. The horizontal lines are pivot points. Take profit. I did in and out. I was in and out, literally. We're tapping that pivot point again. I think we're going to just flush it. Not great. Not great. Not very great. Nice pullback, then go higher, Milad. Clean. Appreciate it, Milad. I was holding at 223. Yeah, that's what I was targeting, Norman. Sir, I'm looking for divergence, waiting. Hello, sir. What is the red line? That's low of day. Low of day. We're at it right now. Are you following Ethereum? Bitcoin immersion is run by and it's trying by all the Ethereum, unlike Bitcoin. I used to run all stablecoin. No, I'm not. Through the Genius Act. I do not think Ethereum will be running the stablecoins to the government. I do not think so. I think it's going to be something else. Unless they can get their act together. It did not perform well. But we'll see. It is back up. Could be wrong. Also, I've not read the Genius Act, so I don't know how tight it is. It's going off my best guess. Just hit 220, 3 dive, Barn 1600 on that candle. Let's go, Barn. You shorted that pivot point, huh? 25 points. Good stuff. Palantir is coming down. Pivot point to the downside at 20,169. We are beginning the waterfall. If it does not bounce at this NQ 30-minute 100 MA, we are in for a very rude awakening. And this is likely just going to remain a bearish day. Good job, Barn. Solid stuff. Good trading. Very nice. 23,100 looking good with my 50-50 prediction. Let's go, Stefan. Unknown up 945. Should I call it a day? That is up to you. That is up to you and your conviction. That is up to you, my friend. Every decision is yours to make. Pure waterfall. Yep. Cool. Thanks for responding. I'm 58, retired since 50, and dig stock trading. Appreciate it, John. Hey, it's never too late, guys. Unless you're like 78, but then you have maximum time. It's just you gotta manage energy levels and just brain. It's clicking buttons at the end of the day. It's clicking buttons. Wicked down, wicked down, wicked down. Okay, I'm looking for a little lower. Could bounce at this pivot point. I'm looking for a little lower. ATR is ramping up. The VIX is coming up. Longing anything here is very high risk. You need to know your risk. Longing any of this is very high risk. Come on. I want one more leg lower. I do not want this to bounce anymore. This could bounce all this pivot point, and in that case, I will not be going after this. John, what do you mean? What are you mainly following? My experience, pattern recognition, the indicators, RSI, Williams R 120 day, 100 moving average, 200 simple moving average, and then VWAP. And then I'm looking at these stock percentages: Nvidia, Tesla, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, Apple, Netflix, MicroStrategy, Palantir, etc., etc. Just looking at how they're trending. Tom says, Chris, oh my God, I did it again. I was short at 380 and got out at 360. What am I doing, man? I'm throwing away opportunities. Hey, no missed opportunities, guys. There are no missed opportunities. Only the next one. Life, there are constant opportunities. When you think everything is oversaturated, already done, you can make improvements. You can add your adaptation to it and make it better. There's constant opportunities. Constant. You just have to be patient and persevere through resistance. I would like to go a little lower. One more leg lower before it bounces, but it's looking like it's going to bounce. Not ideal. The more it stays here, I don't like it. Dat Ford Chris, do you know any prop firms that allow swinging contracts at a decent fee? Like swinging it overnight? Ooh. Hold on, that could be news. I want to get in there. Could be news, could be news. I don't see it. I'm in with one. Very high risk, very high risk. Tapping the NQ 30 minute, 100 MA. Very high risk. I like how fast it went there. That's probably news though. I'm probably against something terrible. That's why I only start with one. I do not see it yet. We're down 30, up 25, up 50. Looking for a bounce. May not get it. This may not get it. This is very high risk. Down 50, down 70. Looks like it's going to flush lower. I do not see the news. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you smash that like button, follow the channel, subscribe. I'm live every single day trading the market. 9:30 a.m. EST. We're down 50, up 10. We're looking for a bounce. Up 50, up 100. I do not think we're going to get the bounce here. Palantir is trying to come up. We are catching the fallen knife for now. Down 70, down 100. I do not like the hesitation. I do not like it. Do not like the hesitation, boys. Down 100. Probably going to flush that pivot point at least. Nvidia currently down 2.2%. Down 100, down 120. Getting a little bounce up 50, up 60, up 80. A little more, a little more, a little more. Up 100, 150. Scalping 200. Good enough. I don't like all the hesitation, so I'm not going to take it. May re-enter long if it goes above that pivot point up top. Maybe. Maybe. I was looking for more there and hesitated way too much. Kind of the time to hold, but I do not want to. Not today. Against trend, catching falling knife. I am okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. Very high risk mod. That could have kept waterfalling now. I think it will. I really think it will. Problem is, all the indicators are overextended. How many points is this pullback so far? This pullback is, what is that? 250 points so far. It could go another 100, 120, 200. I do not think we're going to get a V-shaped recovery today. Looking very, very unlikely. Dwayne, mentorship program is in the works, but not anytime soon. You are good. Appreciate it now. Mark, I'm beginning to trade with one to start. I was getting way too greedy, starting with two mini contracts at one time. Dad Ford, no, I do not. I do not know any that allow swing contracts over the close during the 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. EST window. Palantir most likely will do well. They got government contract just like Nvidia. Yeah, they'll cool off for a bit though after today. I trade 5 contracts. I risk 500 to 1K as my stop, and I target 500 to 2K. Today I got out for 2K profit. Good job, Tom. Mark, I trade 10 to 15 micros, and I'll trim contracts out 3 to 5 at a time, then leave at least 2 as runners to catch any more. Not bad. Yeah, I was doing something similar. The way I secure my profits and leave a few cons to continue the move, sometimes I will scale back into the trade. Almost at yesterday's lows. Solid pivot point here. Yeah, that's why I did long it. It's actually a little ways away. Where are yesterday's lows? We're actually a little ways away from yesterday's lows. Yesterday's lows at 23,088. So we're 100 points away. So far, NQ30 minute bouncing off the 100 MA just like we want it. Did not want to take the full move. Shadows still in at 145 with 1 micro. Let's go. Appreciate the file, D, Sat. Appreciate you guys. Love, 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 love. Markets look ready to go down a lot more. Yeah, but just when you think that, they may start propping up. When everyone thinks this is just going to waterfall, continue down, they sometimes like to do the exact opposite. Let's get everyone confused. Palantir is starting to ramp up. Nvidia is starting to come up. Gapper, there's a 1% chance now that the ES hits 6,400. Yeah, I doubt it's gonna hit today. Great job, keep up the real. Yep. Orbis King, I just reached my goal to get funded my first account. I'm so happy. Let's go, the real. Let's go, man. Come on. Come on. Man, I love when you guys share stuff like that. I absolutely love it. Appreciate the real. I'm stoked for you. Just some people get greedy and chase profits when they get funded. Just slow down. Especially when you're funded, you have no more time limit, no more monthly subscription pay, depending what prop firm you're on. So do what's best for you. Appreciate you. We're getting above that pivot point. May take a stab at the 1% for today, 6% for tomorrow, and 17% chance on Friday. I'm not talking 5-minute chart, I'm talking monthly wise. I can't predict any short-term time frames. Hey, Stefan, there's no reason to feel ashamed of that or anything. And never say you can't. You can always learn. Always learn, my friend. Everyone has their own amalgamation indicators, things they use, different strategies. I mean, we probably have 10, 15, 20, 50 different strategies in this chat right now. I mean, all similar zones, similar pivot points, but just different indicators on when to buy and sell, just little changes here and there. Some people are swing trading a week, a month, a year, couple months, 3 months, 6 months. Some people are swing trading a couple of days, just off news when it comes out. Some people are full on gambling during the news. Just saying 5 contracts here, 5 contracts there. And then you got me who's scalping. Who's scalping it. I'm gonna take one, put in a stop right below the pivot point. Up 50, up 70, up 80, up 90, looking for a little more run, up 100, scalping out at 200. Beautiful. Stunning, stunning. Absolutely superb. I would recommend. I love it very much. Superb. It's a beautiful day, isn't it, gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, what a stunning, beautiful day. I don't know why I keep talking accent, but I kind of like it. On the feeling myself. It's always a good day when you're patient, waiting for the correct opportunities. You judge market correct. I did miss this 200-point move. I did miss it. I should have been in short right here. Back here. Let me go. When it, right here. That was the plan. I might have scalped this. But that was the initial plan before starting stream. Market just shakes me out of my conviction sometimes. Just slow movement. But no missed opportunity, only in the next. That's why you gotta constantly move on. Constantly, chat. Cannot marry yourself to one conviction. You gotta constantly adapt during the day. This could be the start of uptrend, by the way. Barn 2,500 today of the 6K needed for a new 100K account. Barn, you are straight killing these evals, man. Shout out to you. I just imagine you from your profile picture sitting at a beach, lounging with your laptop, just let me buy here, let me buy here. Full risk, full port, gamble, gamble, gamble. Michael 6,000. Woohoo. You held that long for 40 points. You're an animal, Miguel. Animal, Miguel. Migueli with the heli. Good stuff, man. Found my 50K last week. Had to get a new one. Yeah, when you first joined the stream, though, you were passing them like crazy. I remember seeing this count pass today. Halfway here, 1,000 in this one, 1,000 in that one. No subscribers? We hit 6K subscribers? No way. Oof. Oof. What are you guys doing, man? Oh my gosh. 3 months into social media, we hit 6K. Insane. We haven't even really been trying. All we've been doing is streaming. Insane. Much love. Appreciate you guys. Insane. Insane, chat. I haven't even really, like, we're at probably 1% capacity right now. The stream needs updated. The overlay needs updated. It's good for now, but videos really need to start coming out once a week at least, if not 2 to 3 times per week, with very high quality. And I really know how to ramp this up, but I'm just waiting. I think I'm waiting until everything's released. The thing I may post in for members only, for the insiders only today, and then eventually I'll release it on a stream or tomorrow for the insiders, today or tomorrow. But I'm also waiting for the simulator, mentorship, and a couple other things. But once all the software is done, I mean, the sky's the limit. The sky is literally the limit. I mean, we could literally transition everywhere. I am still running, by the way. I still have them aspirations, them goals, so that's going to eat up time. But the sky's the limit, especially for videos, high quality. I know how to make them very stunning, upgrade camera quality, etc., etc. But this is literally only 1% capacity. 1%, if that. This has so much room to go. Yeah, it's lunchtime, pump it to the end of the day, so off. This is working way too often lately. It's always opposite of daily trend on lunchtime, then continue daily up or downtrend into the day. Yeah, not always though, Stefan. Not always. Chris, you consider making your own Discord channel? Yeah, that's in the works. I need to I've been thinking about XCOM. XCOM is just simple. I could literally have it today. And I need stuff to review on stream where you guys can post like funny trading stuff, things you want me to react to, the news for the day, just random clips, either in the Discord, which would be probably better because a lot of people are asking for it, but it also could work in X community. All the time, all the time. One problem at a time, chat. One step at a time. Bro, I can create you a Discord of 5 men. Ooh. Kappa, kappa. What is the opposite? What is opposite is at present folks are selling into good earnings instead of buying. Thank you, 5-minute chart looking very bullish. Yep. Let me know. I'll do some clip farming for you. Yeah, I think a lot of people will post. Also, we can have your guys' payout section. You guys can post what you guys your payout certificates, what you guys get when you guys get payouts, and we can celebrate. And I pull it up during stream, motivate, inspire a lot of people. I wish I could duplicate myself. If I had 10 duplicates, I have like 2 working on the simulator right now, 2 working on shorts, like 5 working on videos, and then like 1 lone guy, 1 lone soldier working on the live stream. AI Optimus, hello. We're gonna finish green for the day. I still say. I don't know, Gabba. I don't know. I had that initial thought, but this went a lot lower than I was anticipating. Did not think this was gonna go as low as it did. It really depends if it can make it above the pivot point at 23,257. If we get stuck there, let's draw a fib. We'll see. It's not obscenely low. It could do a V-shaped recovery. We are only 11 a.m. It has 5 hours. Volatility is going to get low, so it's going to be a slow grind. In 54 minutes, I will see the crystal ball. Been a Discord admin for 6+ years. We're going to finish green. We have that pivot point to the upside at 22,222. Very key pivot point. Very key. Gapper, would it be better if I created a the server and gave you admin privileges? I really have not messed around in Discord much. Like when I was 12, 13. What about Crystal Ball? Very nice forehead, Chris. Keep going. Appreciate it. It is a nice forehead, man. It is a forehead. You can use it to shine cars, glasses, stare at, admire the curvature. Can you turn the music volume up, Chris? Yes, yes, yes. Is there any preset I should do, Gapper? Oh man, a sniper's dream, that forehead. Appreciate your stuff. Yeah, slowly grind up. Boom, 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 boom. Is there any preset I should do, Gapper? For club or community, or for friends, or skip all those? Boom, 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 boom. I really like French Montana artwork. Oh, okay. Um, type your Discord username. Unless you already did it. Actually, tell me the name you want. I'll create it. Then turn ownership to you. Okay. The Insiders, all caps. I'm typing my username in chat. That's my Discord username. Anyone can add that, by the way. I don't care. Today I can create the server, create your mod, and register your. Whenever you want to work with it, there's no rush. You don't even have to do it at all if you don't want to. All right, we're waking down, typing that pivot point. Low of days at 22,138. It shouldn't go lower. It should start propping up. If it's gonna start uptrending, start doing V-shaped recovery for the day. But it could just keep waterfalling as well. It's saying I can't add you. Just try and add me. Gapper X, all lowercase. It won't didn't work. Double check the username is correct. Alright, let's get back. Nvidia is sitting at 1.5% down. Palantir is starting to edge up a little bit, up 7.85%. Apple is up 0.8%. Netflix is down 0.88%. MicroStrategy is down 2.8%. We also have news in 17 minutes. The US 52-week bill. US 52-week bill. Also, the VIX, the volatility index, is coming up as well. It's easy. I don't mind. I'm not saying I will maintain the future for you. Just get you off the ground and how you want it. Are you watching CNBC? No, I'm not, Peter. What's going on? Appreciate the follow, Olaf. Appreciate the follow, Leaf. Appreciate you guys. Wow, what's happening? Even Republicans asked the U.S. Commerce Department to identify potential security vulnerabilities posed by the Chinese open source AI model DeepSeek. Mexico president, the date of when the security deal will be signed is still to be decided. The U.S. to sell a record 100 billion 4-week bills on August 7th to settle August 12th. Yeah, Gapper, whenever you want to work on it, you can just add me. I typed it in chat. It's real Christopher S. All lowercase. Real Christopher Simpson. All lowercase. I had to enable my friend request just now, Lo. Hopefully let me make sure. Yep, mine are working. Legend, JML. Launch pump in for the next 30 minutes, then down to the new lows. My best friend Flip Flop Trucker started using them, and it's a big hassle versus sticking with YouTube. Discord is exactly the definition, causes chaos to make money for them. Well, I didn't say I was going to monetize it. You should stay clear of Discord. You end up getting a bunch of gamers that troll and spam and deter anything you are trying to achieve. Stick with YouTube. If you're going to do good, stick with YouTube. But what's up, King? Never liked Discords. Yeah, there's opportunity though. There's really opportunity. And it could just be a place where you guys dump your screenshots and then we review them on stream. Also could do calls, could do some video calls, just doing analysis on your guys' trades. There's definitely promise. Also, it could be a good hiring zone, like for when I want to hire people for like shorts, put random jobs out there. Could be a job zone. Also, the payout section, go over your guys' payouts, your wins. It'll fill some of this dead space. That's kind of what I've already been trying to fill it with news and new videos, watching Trump. But that would just cement it even further. It's from 2 years experience with Discord and my friend channel. Yeah, John, you definitely have to have very good moderators. Definitely. Trading is 90% discipline, 10% skill, at least that was my feeling. There's more of a knowledge gap and skill gap, but I would peg it at like probably 43% discipline, 57% skill. I would peg it that much because once you know what you're doing, and after that initial burst of consistency, you can basically fall right back into the market, and with a brief period of adjustment with the news. But it is very important to stay consistent. There are safety steps you can take to avoid these people on Discord, and bots you can add to require verification through email, text. Yeah. Just like anything I do, it'll start entry level, and then eventually I'll get to expert, and just make adaptations, just slowly grow it. A lot of people have been asking for Discord. I was about to do an X community, still might. We'll see how worst case Discord doesn't work out. I don't see why it shouldn't, but worst case I don't like it for some reason, or it's not doing what I want, then we'll switch to an X community. It's having nice consolidation right now. Don't mind it. Just so you know, if you don't already, shorts bring in little money. It's your longs that really make more. I know, John. But shorts bring in the people. They get you more exposure, especially if you're posting on all platforms like I do. I post on YouTube, TikTok, Red Note, Rumble, X, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Lemon, and there was a bunch other, but now I only stick to them 7. Every time I post one short, they go to 7 platforms. 7. Yeah, I like X too. Following, there's an option trader name, don't follow. Absolutely, it's your advisement. Advertisement, yeah. Yeah, just funnels people in. Just gives you a more broader spectrum. And then if they view one short, they're likely to view others and get recommended others. And if they continue viewing that, they'll eventually be recommended the live stream. Kind of how it goes. That's how I was able to go from 0 viewers to 1 to 2 to 5 to 9. Now we're averaging around 40, 50 on all platforms, streaming to YouTube, YouTube Shorts, Rumble, Kick, Twitch, X. And building the community slow and steady. I really do need to ramp up these videos though. And get, like, there's so many video ideas I have. Oh, we need to grow faster, chat. We need to grow faster. Not bad for only 3 months though. Not bad. The growth is there. Not bad. Everyone watch Johnny Bravo and the great somebody. I think I've watched him before. Barn, there is a Johnny Bravo as a YouTuber, right? Almost certain. Yeah, it's Jay Bravo. I've only seen his clips though. Yeah, I've never watched any of his videos. Yeah. Yeah, the YouTuber, he is absolutely amazing information. I love his content, very funny, entertaining. John, I'm a moderator on a channel that chose Discord. Your videos, so much work you don't even know yet. But when you do, you'll remember this old man. Appreciate the follow, swag. I believe we hit 50 followers on Twitch. I believe we just hit 50 followers. We also got, we just got monetized as well. Billy, get in there, chats. Appreciate it, legends. Appreciate it, swag. Swagger boy. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys are getting value. I tamed it back a little bit, but there's going to be more opportunities today. Probably 2 to 3 more trades today. Then we'll wrap it up. Keeps tapping that pivot point. Tapping it as support. Oh, let's go over your guys' votes. We're wicking through that pivot point. That's not good. Not good for the bull case. Not gonna shortage just yet. Indicators are getting overextended. It may want to fake bounce for a minute. Let's go over your guys' poll. Alright. This is the YouTube short stream. 111 votes, 28% are profitable, 16% are negative, 56% are learning. Regular YouTube stream, 16 votes, 56% are profitable, 19% are negative, 25% are learning. So a good majority are profitable. Pretty good majority. Not bad. Also, a lot of people just learning. The regular YouTube stream, we have a bunch of just snipers, bunch of killers. There's always bro value. Jay Bravo has beautiful hair. That's sus. That's sus, Barn. Market is looking weak. We're going up down much lower if this continues. Tell what to do. Flip flop trucker will be on next few hours. Did I the real? Oh, are you talking about the Hassie? I don't see why not. Never know. You might be really good at it. It's just free as well. What's the best platform you use to trade? Right now, it's NinjaTrader, Swagga. 5% correction expected between now and September. See, John, we'll see. So far, we're below that pivot point. Pivot point of 23,169. Pivot point to the downside, right below the low of market at 23,133. Low of days at 23,138. Let's see. News in 3 minutes. US 52-week bill may cause a little volatility spike, but Palantir is just slowly grinding down. Palantir is now only up 6.35%. It was floating around 9. Nvidia coming lower. Nvidia is down 1.75%. The Dow is down 0.3%. The Nasdaq futures down 0.5%. ES futures down 0.45%. Bitcoin's down 1.8%. Ethereum is down 4%. Solana is down 3.2%. XRP is down 3.15%. Appreciate the real. Doesn't sound like big news, to be honest. It's not really that big news, but it could create some volatility. Just on the docket. Consolidating around that pivot point. 1 minute until news. Let's see if Trump tweeted anything. Oh, that's what I was doing. Okay. Yeah, news in 20 seconds. News in 20 seconds. US 52-week bill shouldn't be that volatile. Maybe 20 point, 30 point wick, if that. Let's see. 10 seconds. Also could be delayed a little bit. Trying to consolidate and get a bounce off that pivot point for now. Okay, news just dropped. Waiting for it to come out. Could be delayed a minute or two. So waking up from that pivot point. We are pretty zoomed out for this time of day as well. You know, ATR is still sitting at 24. The VIX is at 18.44, up 5.2% for the day. NQ 30 minute trying to bounce. NQ 5 minute trying to bounce. Waiting for this to come in. This probably came in neutral the way this is acting. Just as expected. What I would assume. Still waiting. The real world, this is the NASDAQ future indices. Future indices of the NASDAQ. PCE, CPI data, Trump talking is moving markets. Imagine trading that copper tariff low. He moved the price like super hard. No way. Doesn't show my name, eh? Gapper Legends was able to add me. So was JML. It could be on your end. Unsure. Friend request, everyone, friend of friends, service members. And with one con.
Order submitted.
I'm gonna put it right below this wick. 17-point stop. Actually, I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna remove it. It's a consolidation zone. Starting with one. Would have just been stopped out. Down 200, down 300, getting bounced off the pivot point. This could flush down here. What did the news come in at? News came in a little negative. It is only the US 52-week bill. 1 p.m. is the next news. 1 p.m. is the 3-year note. That is a little more volatile. That's in an hour and 30 minutes. Down 150. If we lose this pivot point, it's not looking that great. I like how the NQ 5 minutes posturing though. NQ 30 minute has some legs. Has a chance. I like the consolidation. I like the coil. Yeah, starting to wick down. Down 300. Down 15 points. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Palantir is trying to come up. And can 30 minute trying. Trying, chap. Okay, we're gonna bounce up 50, up 80. So far bounced to 20 points. I was waiting for the spike down so I can add one. Should have just added one. Up 80. About to tap the 21 EMA. We need Palantir to keep coming up. And Nvidia keep coming up. Nvidia is currently down 1.5%. Palantir is up 6.75%. If it gets above the 21 EMA, I will move this break even. We're flushing down. Tapping that pivot point. That's not good. Not good. Down 200, down 250, down 300. And with one more and with 2 contracts long. We want that to be manipulation. This end up. We also have the NQ 30 minute 100 MA at 148. Could go lower. Down 500, down 600. We're flushing down. Adding one more and 3 contracts. I'm betting on this not flushing the low. Could be wrong. Down 900, down 1,000. Okay, we're gonna have to step it up. Flush low, tapping that pivot point. And with 7 contracts long, look for a bounce on this pivot point. Down 2,000, down 25. Down 3,000, 1,000 away from blowing. And with 11 contracts long. Bounce, baby, bounce. Takes them out in a minute if we can get above the average. We need more of a bounce than that. Down 700, up 50. Looking for a bounce. Bounce. Getting whacked down. Need a video prop for a second. A little more, a little more, a little more. Down 700, down 600. A little more bounce. A little more, a little more, a little more. Beautiful. Scaling with 3. Beautiful.
Order submitted.
Trailing up, up 1,400. Beautiful. Scaling it tight, trailing it tight. Beautiful. About to be stopped and stopped. Made 925. Very high risk. Did not expect it to do that. Should have played with the stop. Very dumb not to have a stop there. Risk the account for no reason. Played it well though. Played it well. Very high risk. Should not have done that. No reason to do that today. Negative R&R. Yeah. Should have had a stop and re-entered. Didn't think it would flush as low as it did though. Russia's crude output was slightly above the OPEC plus target in July. Oh snap. After market closes at 4 p.m. Trump is signing executive orders on the Olympics. That got the adrenaline going, chat. I have not risked an account in a couple of days. Since Friday. Man, I was so close to scalping that too. That one con. All I needed to do was go to the 20 man. No reason I should have been in that trade. Stop should have been below that wick. Right below the pivot point. Alright. Move on. Always room for improvement. NQ 30 MA getting below the 100 MA. Of course I remember you, Ritz. You think we're Hollywood over here? We're only at 40 concurrent viewers. I remember basically all you guys. Now, some of you lurkers who've been in here from the beginning, typing in here from the beginning, like ATG, Oh boy, I gotta mute Discord. Oh, I see you, I see you. I had it. %, Ritz, what's up? Palantir looking good. Oh, it's beautiful today. 20 minutes and 108. Yeah. I think so. What's the total supply of the USD? That's what you want to know. I see, thank you. Bought some XRP a few months ago at 170 and I like the trading idea. Where do you recommend to start? I play around with BITUNIX. Link is below. Link is below for BITUNIX. That's the platform I play with leverage on with crypto. Trying to become like you, market maker. Well, that was a bad trade. That was bad execution. Thankfully, we got saved by that bounce. I was expecting a bounce before that, but thought it was gonna win through the lows. Potentially, that's why I didn't put a stop. But should just put a stop right below the wick, right here. Right here. Should have been a stop right here. Only 20 points. Instead, I risked the count for no reason. It was good averaging though. Went down 50 points. 40 points. Was pretty good averaging. Not bad. I'm not in Discord community, bro. We're still building it. Still building it. Gapper's building it for me, Ritz. I'm gonna be honest. Only a couple times I've used Discord. And it's probably gonna be in shambles for a while. It's probably gonna take a lot of effort. But it also has promise. Also has a lot of promise. I stayed a minute, saw Discord folks coming in, Ritz. Good example, and Dylan. John, I do not have a Discord yet. Gapper is literally making it as we speak. These are just my community, which is strange to say. Trying to get above that pivot point, 23,133. Come to Kazakhstan. That wick though. Are we looking for 100? I am bearish for now, Norman. But I'm not, no predictions. Now it'll be clean. I stayed a minute, saw Discord. Appreciate it, John. You sound like a call leader. True. True. Great recovery. Appreciate it, Idris. Appreciate it, Legends. GG, bro. Hey, bro. ES is trying to bounce. Next news is in an hour and 15 minutes. This can get above the 100 MA on the NASDAQ 30. I may join with a very tight stop. Maybe. We'll trade this one. You the call and Gapper the wizard with the crystal ball. True. But these are Discord. Oh, you know these people, John? You know these people in the community? The calm. In our calm. Chris, if you answer that DM or name, yep. Thank you, Gapper. Appreciate it, man. I'm down. Funny said all 8 accounts are green. Good luck, traders. Let's go, Funny. That's what I'm talking about, man. You got more accounts green than me. I have 5. You have 3 more than me, man. Share the wealth, Funny. Share the wealth. Then I can add Legend as a mod, and he can help test rooms. You guys can do whatever you want. Also, this can take a week. This can take a couple weeks. It doesn't have to be done immediately. Do not. You guys all have busy lives. Prioritize what you guys need. Busy trading. I appreciate you guys, though. You guys are insane. Didn't even ask you guys to build Discord. You just offered. Absolutely obscene. Stupendous. Superb. I think it will offer a lot of value, though. Yeah, lit. No worries. I'm walking the dog again. Did my 121 long get hit? If you're on the NASDAQ futures, yes, it did. Yeah, you're up 30 points, 40 points. You're up 40 points right now, Gapper. It's about to hit the 21 EMA, about to hit the pivot point. Getting above the NQ 30-minute 100 MA. Did 109 hit? No, it did not. Low of days at 22,113. Oh shit, sorry dog. Yep. Pretty much. Appreciate it, Legend. What's up, Ritz? See, I accidentally saw you this morning. They evidently have been here. I just get tired of the fluff. I'm looking for good feeds to watch. This is providential for sure. Sorry for being concerned. John, we're speaking. It's just the way I am. Appreciate you, John. I think we're speaking a different language, to be honest. I don't even know what you just said. I don't even know, but it's all good. We're all just here trying to learn, trying to get better, and it is what it is. Trying to lessen the knowledge gap in life. And the reason we are here is to propagate a species and pass down knowledge. Now, most of the time you have to pass down knowledge from one child to the next, to the next, to the next. But sometimes, especially in this era, you just pass it down through social media. And any value you guys gain, I hope you guys can take what you can, apply it to you, what's best for you, what's best for your circumstances, and just get an edge over everyone. Statistical and otherwise. Take what I do, the best from what I do wrong, the best from what I do right. I am not always flawed, always going to be flawed. Best I can do is just give it my all and just constantly introspect, constantly improve, and get better with time. All right, Gapper, it looks like it's gonna flush. It could bounce on this pivot point, but it's pretty bearish. It's about to go back to 23,120. It's flushing down. Gapper's gonna be very mad if his dog made him lose money again. Nvidia is down 1.94%. Ritz, I'm live streaming on every single platform: Twitch, Kick, YouTube, YouTube Shorts, Rumble, X. I barely remember what I said, Ritz. The spurts of wisdom come to me. They come to me like Gappa's crystal ball. I rub it. God implements. Volatility has really subsided. ATR's ticking up still, but you can definitely feel it. I think we peaked around like 150, 160. We peaked at like 28K on a YouTube short. But that was a couple weeks ago. I did stop the growth a little bit on purpose. Little bit. But if I streamed a full day today, if I streamed a full 7 hours, 8 hours, we would hit probably the record today. We're right there. We would get close. We'd probably get to like 10, 12K. That's just on the YouTube short stream. The regular YouTube stream had 300 views. The X stream had some. Kick had some. Twitch had some. We just got monetized on Twitch. That's why I had to get rid of the multi-stream chat on screen, because Twitch has this rule where you can't display multiple platforms chats. I had to get rid of it for now. Once we upgrade the PC setup, it has some promise. We can live stream to Twitch, have the overlays for that, live stream to YouTube, and relay, etc. But all in time, one step at a time. It's only been 3 months. I can't wait to see where we're at in a year. I can't wait to see. I mean, we could be at 50K subscribers. We could be at 30K. We could be at 100K. I mean, it really depends. We could be at 1 million if some stuff goes crazy viral. We'll have to do stuff outside of trading though, like video wise. But it could really go exponential. That's why I'm trying to just stay reserved, build the software, get it released, and then go exponential. Chris, I may be foolish to think I will be successful with one account. I might have to rethink. Norman, you're talking about one prop firm account, right? Guys, if you're only trading one account right now, one account at a time is not bad if you're just starting out. But once you get a refined strategy and you start hitting a pretty consistent win rate, plus 65, 70 plus, and you really know your strategy, you know it well, and you don't fear monger, you don't get greedy, you don't go chasing losses, and your emotions are pretty stable while trading, you should definitely be in abundance. But If you only have one account, that's fine. But you're gonna have you're gonna have a harder time controlling your emotions by not being in abundance. If that makes any sense. So for instance, say one trade I lose $200. I'll rotate the next account, get that red off my screen, and start with a fresh slate. Then that next trade, say I lose, I get that red off my screen, start with a fresh slate. Still, I'm introspecting in the background, but I'm still getting that off my screen. And that's just psychology. You really don't want green or red colors on your screen. I wouldn't even have the P&L, open P&L on my screen if I wasn't streaming. Only reason I have that is for you guys. Really want to get away from these emotional, psychological colors. Yeah, it's been holding my own. You can put in some work with the one account. I did it to start. Definitely put in some work. Appreciate it, John. Flap trucker. You trade similar to, yes, I am the whipping. Yes, I am. I took some stuff from his strategy off stream and implemented it into mine. I'm not full YOLO like him. He is crazy. In the span of 100 points, he's willing to blow 3 accounts. I'm not quite at that level. Not quite at that level, but I take the best from the amalgamation. Take the best from the best. Took some from him, took some from others, and created my own strategy. Real world in action. My issue is with the monthly account recurring charges. Yeah, that's why you see when that monthly due rate kicks in. Well, you're trading one account, so you should that shouldn't really be worried. But when I'm trading multiple accounts like these, that monthly recurring fee, if when I'm only trading evals, when I'm trading evals, that monthly recurring fee, when I get close, like in the last week, I'll start really stepping up the risk, like really stepping it up, holding longer, getting it funded, because I do not pay a second time. Now, if it's a 500 way, I will, but very rare. Very rare. Only less than 1% of day traders are profitable. The real 1 to 5% of day traders are profitable. 1 to 5%. Day trading is less successful than gambling at a casino. If you're dumb, if you're brand new, sure. But you're not taking into account the consistency factor. I've been doing this for half a decade. Gapper's been doing this for what, 20, 25, 15 years. Most people give up within the first losing trade, a couple months, a couple years. So you're not factoring that in. This volatility is starting to suck. I don't know about that, Ritz. I don't know about that, Ritz. I don't know if I'm in the 0.01%. I mean, I'm based on height alone, I'm in the 1%, but or the 3%. I can't remember. What's 6'1" male? ChatGPT those or grok it. Let's grok it. 6'1" male. Rare nose. I'm 6'2" with shoes on, but I don't count that. You're only a half decade. There's guys in this game been in it for 6 to 7 decades. 100%. What do you want me to do? I've only lived a certain amount of life, real. What do you want me to do, man? Time travel? I'm gonna wait. Market is hunting for retailers. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to wait. I wanted to join this long, but I think they're gonna fool around. They could wick it. In that case, I'll miss it, but there are no missed opportunities, only the next one. What are we trading? I'm trading the NASDAQ future indices. NQ futures. About to tap that pivot point up top. Pivot point at 23,169. Trying to tap it. Norman, one last dumb question. Do you attempt to pass evals on news days and extreme volatile markets? I thrive in volatile markets. Thrive in it. Usually, unless I'm a little off base with news. I will, if the eval is coming up to due in the next week, I will trade on high volatility news days. I won't YOLO into news. I never YOLO into news, personally. You guys can do whatever you want, like sending 5 contracts before news drops. I won't do that. I'll trade off of what news does and finding out. So let's say PPI came in negative. I'll see that news. I'll see how the market reacts. There'll probably be a wick of some sort, 50 points, 100 points down. I'll play the extremes. And then I'll be looking to short. If the streamer was profitable trader, he would not be streaming because he would already be profitable and there would be no point in streaming. The real, you have no idea what you're talking about. I'm pointing out the obvious. Half a decade streaming, 3 months in. I mean, half a decade trading, 3 months into streaming. And the only reason I did that is because I wanted like-minded people around me. My inner circle is not traders. And I wanted feedback also. I wanted to keep documentary, just document my journey for my future kids. And this is the easiest way to do that. Instead of filling just terabytes and terabytes of storage, I can have it on YouTube's YouTube server. Also, I have aspirations outside of trading as well. And that takes an audience, takes exposure. Also, I have very big aspirations in real estate and just starting other businesses. And that all takes exposure. Also, I thought I could help people along the way. And so far, that is ringing true. So far, people are gaining more value in just one stream, a couple streams, than people who put out phony fraud 3-hour, 5-hour courses for $500. Good night, Bar. Good night, good night, night. See you tomorrow, man. Good trading today. Very good trading. Good stuff. The real world. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. What's above the camera? What's rotating above the camera? You're just yapping. You're just all negative yapping. That's why you're where you're at. And hopefully that will change for you. I wish you all the best. You're just very negative, man. Which I don't mind. Because you can only say so much. Because everything I do is live. Most social media traders are just posting videos, just posting shorts. For a reason. Yeah, Legend says, same man, my friends are bums, haha, but I love them. Yep. Pretty much. Zess, when did you start becoming profitable? So in 2020, 2021, during the AMC GME conversion event, I YOLO'd my entire savings account. Entire savings account on AMC options. 100%ed it, took out the initial, put it back into savings, traded the profit for around a year, lost it all. Then 2 years ago, I was an early adopter of Pepe and sold out. Now I'm trading the NASDAQ. Pepe and crypto. Pepe. which did fairly well. Grok said 6-1 male. I wanted the stat wise. So I'm in the 10% just on height. It doesn't seem right, but approximately 7 to 8% of adult men in the United States are 6'1" or taller based on height data. Not bad. Top 92, 93 percentile. Just off height alone. Now, yeah, shoes, it probably goes up to 5. Interesting. Am I lagging? We're dropping frames. We're dropping frames. Hold down the fort. Looks like it's coming back, trying. I have a lot of family over, remember. Let me send a text. We're coming back. They're probably downloading something. Boom, boom. We're lagging. My internet has been cutting out around 1 p.m. every single day. Oh, we might be back. Hold, chat, hold. 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 They gotta be down. It should be fixed in a minute. They're probably downloading something. She responded. Should be fine in a minute. All right. Elijah said whoever's trying to start shit with you probably blew their accounts today and came here salty. Giannis said time for long ES to 6,335. Good luck, Giannis. What's up, Sergio? Gapper, you are not Gapper, the real. You are ruining the vibe, my friend. Limit your comments a little bit. Limit your comments. Hold your tongue a little bit. Do like 1 per minute. You're spamming it. And I will time you out. I won't ban you because the biggest haters become the biggest supporters. And I know you're just struggling with something. So I don't mind it that much, but you are getting super negative and spamming. You longed again? You were still holding that long? You took partial though, Gapper, right? Did you take partial? You longed at 123. You took partial though, right? No, not you, Gapper. Not you, the real. Not you. Talking to that guy who's negative. Guy's just spamming. He's a Karen, man. To be fair to him, he's probably going through something. Or got scammed real bad in courses. There's a lot of frauds out there. That's why I say watch out for people who don't actually live trade. You don't see every single trade they take. Idris, I'm trying not to ban him. Thanks, Surreal, for showing you I'm right. Well, John, in that case, you just ban people like that. It hurts when people think they know what they're doing, but they really don't. All right. I'll time you out for 10 minutes just so you can cool down. I'm not gonna ban you, but you can just cool down and come back. He's gonna think he's right now, but I gotta get that negativity out. I'm trying to trade, man. You can come back in 10 minutes, cool it off. I think the ES is going to flush up, bounce up to the 200 SMA, tap up to the VWAP. I like how the NQ 30 minutes propping. It's coming into a pretty significant pivot point. Especially if the NQ 5 minute can get above the 21 EMA. Yeah, John, he is, but the problem is people like that who are just constantly negative, constantly they are like, they have time to be that negative and just spam people's comments. They're either A, trolling, just big time trolling, or they're really hurt by something in their personal life, something that went wrong business wise, and they're just taking it out on you. And I really don't mind. And if it was in person, I would literally just walk away and ignore. But I was letting him vent for a minute, getting all his chest, and just, he was asking some pretty funny questions, so I was answering them as well. But at a certain point, I can't let the negativity kill the mood of the chat, kill everybody's trading. So timeout for 10 minutes. We'll see how he comes back, if he does. And if he's too crazy, I will time him out for 24. Then if he comes back tomorrow acting crazy, or the next day, he will probably be getting a ban. So I do not want to cultivate that type of community. Just constantly negative. You can ask questions, but all right, we have 45 minutes. 45 minutes, 1 p.m. US 3-year note. I will probably stick around till that. But also volatility is coming down a bit. Scalpers do, swing traders or investors do not. Telling y'all we're going to finish green today. Yeah, it has good consolidation here, good support consolidation. It's holding the first fib up pretty well. 23.6 fib, holding it pretty well. NQ 5 minute rejected the 20 MA, but the NQ 30 minute bounced all the 100 MA. Palantir and Nvidia are coming up. Nvidia is now only down 1.25%. Palantir is up. Palantir is up 6.8%. Apple flipping green. Google only up 0.3% now. Amazon up 1.55%. Appreciate the follow, Sans. Appreciate the follow, stuff. Appreciate you guys. Ultimately, we only act in reaction to the reaction. Yeah, that's why most people can't live stream. Most people are really scared of live streaming because they can't adapt, and they don't have the reaction skills. They can't like paraphrase a section together. And some days I cannot talk. Some days I just sit here silent and just trade, focus more on trading. But today I'm a little more dialed in. So I'm able to put some speeches together, just really educate, really share some value. Some days I'm just focused on trading, and all I can think about is trading. All I can do is trading. Just talking you guys through my trading. Also, some days volatility is really good all the way through, so we got to focus on trading. Just really depends. That's why most people struggle with live streaming though. Most people cannot adapt to people's questions and give good enough answers. They freeze, stage fright. I really have never had that. I get a little nervous, like if I'm doing something on stage, like in school wise, when I was doing that. In front of families, I try and be the comedian, which is surprising because I'm literally like monotone, but I have a lot constantly going on. Thinking about too much to really be funny. Plus also in person, I'm better. But I do need to refine that skill. Thank you, 5 minute, getting above the 20 May. Hey, Evrani, how's your second account, man? Man, some haters today. Luckily, there really is no opportunity. No opportunity unless you're still trailing along up. Haters today. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Why is the chart not moving? Jeez. A lot of people think this is going up. Nvidia is coming up. This has a chance. It's just so low volatility. I almost don't even want to step in. Wait for this news. Low volatility job. John said, Christopher Simpson, I'm actually John Connor and have 14 acres on Blackjack Simpson Road. Coincidence, like I said, Providence. God bless you, Christopher. Appreciate it, John. There are a lot of Simpson things, which is surprising. You know, the Simpsons TV show, etc. Interesting name. Appreciate it, John. Okay. Market's not moving. One of the main reasons I closed down my signal channel, too many people complain about 1 or 2 losing signals but say nothing about the 98 winners. Yeah. Yep. And they are usually way loud about the 2 lovers and really quiet about the 48. Yeah. That's why I'll never give trading advice like that, like signals, telling people to buy, sell. That's why I'm not a financial advisor. Fuck that. You imagine risking someone's portfolio and besides your own? Definitely not. One wrong call. That's why most just stay safe in ETFs. Just buy slowly average in. Most are in 401ks. Most are not self-directed. IRAs, Roth IRAs. Why the general public struggles. Okay. Now it's making a move. I'm not joining any of this. It's too low volatility. I was gonna join along around 10 minutes ago, decided against it, and nothing has really changed. It's making a move up. Palantir's coming up, Nvidia's coming up. Do not want to trail this up. If anything, I'll look elsewhere. Okay. The real, if you think you can do better, then start a channel, start growing it, start live streaming. Kind of yuck. It's not worth it. I even provided risk education. Yeah, people are stuck in their ways, even including me. I really have to get just beat up over and over again to start adopting change. It's a little different since I started streaming. The growth is rapid, but the real world, what makes this streamer credible over others that I'm live day trading every single day. Every single trade I take on the NASDAQ futures, and other people are just posting videos of their fake fraudulent wins and shorts. Well, if you don't day trade, then you have no idea what you're talking about. Here's how I do it. Feed No, I'm just going back and forth because there's no opportunity right now, Legend. I also have no news to watch, so it's a little entertaining. Also provide you guys with some entertainment as well. We could dive into the Israel-Gaza situation. Israel is proposing possible full occupation, military occupation of Gaza. That came out yesterday. We also really need to be careful if we do divulge into that topic. Yahoo, 7 hours ago, Israel cabinet may order complete Gaza takeover. 2 hours ago, IDF will carry out governmental policy amid Gaza occupation rumors. The ministry noted that during a visit to this is coming from Yahoo News, so with a grain of salt, but the ministry noted that during a visit, condolence his stance regarding the next security and diplomatic steps Israel needs to take in order to actualize the goal of the war. IDF will carry out any policy the government decides on, Defense Minister Israel Katz said while on a visit to the Gaza Strip on Tuesday. The ministry noted that during the visit, the comments come amid a fierce split between the government and army regarding the next step in the war. Prime Minister Ben Netanyahu will hold a Security Council on Tuesday evening, that is today, with the IDF Chief of Staff, Lieutenant Gen Earl Zimmer, blank, blank, blank. Katz is set to present his stance at the meeting. On Monday evening, sources had said that Netanyahu reached the decision for full occupation of the Gaza Strip, including operation in the area where hostages are being held. Hamas is still holding 50 hostages from those that were kidnapped by the Hamas-led massacre attack on October 7th. Katz, we have been able to ensure the security and safety of Israeli communities in the Gaza border area by having a permanent military presence in a security zone surrounding the controlled area in the enclave. Like the area Katz visited on Tuesday, per reports, Netanyahu is leaning towards an expanded offensive and taking control of the entire enclave after 22 months of war against Hamas. Seizing the entire territory would reverse a 2005 decision by Israel to pull settlers and military out of Gaza while retaining control over its borders, a move right-wing party blame for Hamas gaining power there. Unclear if it will be a prolonged occupation or for a short-term operation. It was unclear, however, whether a potential full takeover of Gaza would entail a prolonged occupation or short-term operation aimed at dismantling Hamas and freeing hostages. The IDF throughout the war pushed back against the idea of Israel trying to take full occupancy of Gaza and establish military rule there, which would require it to take over long-term governance. The military has also struggled with manpower issues as the war has been dragged on, with reservists being repeatedly called up and putting a strain on capabilities. We're almost done. Per Gazan health authorities, which are wholly controlled by Hamas and cannot be verified by third parties, 60,000 Palestinians have been killed in the offense since the war began. The parents of hostages told Ynet on Tuesday that advancing an occupation on the enclave means a certain sacrifice of hostages. Zamir must refuse orders to occupy Gaza. This move is awful, deadly, and any claims that this is mounting pressure on Hamas to come to deal with proved themselves faulty these past 2 years, said Khan. Adar called for Zamir to quit if it comes to that, rather than fulfill orders he doesn't believe in and which could endanger hostages. So essentially, they're going to be voting today, speaking today on possibly going into Gaza for a military occupation, possibly long-term, possibly short-term. And that is some news that happened yesterday. Now, obviously, rumors are speculating Benjamin Netanyahu has already made his decision to occupy it, and the defense minister has a shady past, etc., has said some very, very uproarious comments, and we really can't go further than that unless we want to get demonetized. But Legend, 10 contracts, 1.5k scalp. Good job. Good stuff, Legend. We don't want that. Keep the demonetization far, far away. Yeah, true. Gapper, where are we going today? Miguel, Gapper has predicted a full recovery today, and we're going to end up green. That's what he said a while ago. I don't know if he changed his mind. To be fair to him, Enki 30 minutes is propping up, but ATR volatility is so low. We have 30 minutes until the last news on the docket. Last news on the docket during market, the 1 year, 3-year note. US 3-year note, high yield bid cover at 1 p.m. ES is about to tap the 2-hour SMA, VWAP. Gapper, I wonder how much money you've lost because of walking the dog. That would be interesting. Interesting to calculate and know. Like how many trades you missed out on and how many trades he's also saved you from. ES waked up, tapped the 200 SMA, almost a VWAP. AQ waked up, tapped the pivot point, straight back down. Palantir is now up 7.3%. Lost and missed. Just got back and wow, I missed the move. No missed opportunities, only the next one. So chilling. Well, today's been a very good day. Even though we almost blew one account, we were like 1,000 away. We ended up making 925 in that account off that bounce, and we did hit the bottom. So if we would have held that, not saying we would, we'd be up 100 points right now. But that's all hindsight. Could have kept tanking. It was likely to bounce there, but that's why I did long it. Didn't expect that wick down, to be fair. Interesting. Boom. Gapper, since you're back, how much do you think you've lost? Lost or missed out on? Lost and or missed out on by walking the dog? Like the amount of trades you missed out on. And then how many times have you been saved? Like thinking you're going to take a trade here and then you go for a walk and you end up not doing it and it ends up moving in your favor. It would have been a losing trade. Legend is up 20K so far. What? Legend, you are killing it, my friend. What the hell? I know, Shadow. Legend's killing it. Appreciate it, Miguel. Gabber, if that's true, I'll come and walk your dog next time. There are no missed opportunities. 100%. I trade more contracts than most do. Yeah, you definitely put way more risk. More risk, more reward, though. ES is tapping into our SMA again, getting rejected currently. We'll see if we can climb up, reclaim it as support. We have news in 25 minutes. Might as well stick around. Stick around for the news. Russia is said to weigh a Ukraine air truce offer to Trump on the war. Okay. Russia, the Kremlin is considering options for a concession to US President Donald Trump, such as an air truce with Ukraine to avoid the threat of secondary sanctions, even as Russia remains determined to continue its war. Officials recognize that US envoy Steve Witkoff's visit to Russia this week provides a late opportunity for agreement with Trump, even if the chances of success are slim, according to people familiar with the situation who has not to be identified because of the discussions are sensitive. One of them suggested that a pause in airstrikes using drones and missiles as a de-escalation gesture, assuming Ukraine also signed up. So they have 2 nuclear submarines Trump sent. Looks like they were part of negotiation, but that it could ramp up pretty fast. That's a good sign though. It's not bad. Then get an air truce, that's one step closer. 7K a week. 7,000 soldiers a week are dying currently. That's the latest estimate I've heard from Trump. It went to 5 to 7. It's exponential growth. Get that stopped as soon as possible. That is not light numbers. Gangster trades. Yeah, Legend is. Oof. My average trade is 10 contracts. Oof. Legend personal account up to me. A Legend 10 contract average. I give myself a 30 to 50 point gap. Yeah, I'm starting to adopt a larger stop as well. Gapper is valid. The 10 to 15 point stop, sometimes they're valid, but I need to be putting more risk on, giving the markets more room, especially in low volatility environments. That's why if you notice that low volatility, I removed the stop, even though I should have kept it. But it's all hindsight. I thought possibly it would wick down to the low, then we catch it. I add to the trade. It ended up wicking down 50, 60 points, and luckily with good averaging, waiting for the correct bounce, we got out. But if I was inexperienced, and poof, we would have averaged in and blew up. Luckily, I've done it so many times. I gave it the best possible chance. Legend Zest asks, what's the average amount you trade on your personal? I think Zest, he said the average is 10 cons, so you can kind of gauge that from that. Probably going to be taking a trade in crypto in the next week or two. Starting to see it. Starting to see it. I'm in the Discord server as well, Gapper. Kappa. Okay. Yeah, 100% Legend. Friday, my stop was getting hunted like crazy. Literally to the point. To the point. It happened 3 times. It literally hit my stop to the point and then made the move. But they were pretty tight, to be fair. Be fair. We need a meme coin that's gonna make us a few mil. Don't we all, Idris? Don't we all? True. You do need that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get heavily back into crypto in the next year or two. Man, I'm not fully removed, but we're wicking down on top of that pivot point. Pivot point at 23,169. We are not releasing a meme coin. I'm not staking a reputational not. Absolutely not. I could create it as well, but absolutely not. It would have to have some crazy real world value. And like I had an idea of buying real estate and the rental income, etc. You like divvy out the as an NFT or as a coin, you divvy out the rental income and use all the liquidation from people buying the coin, etc., from the fees, selling, buying. You keep buying real estate and the people keep receiving dividends. I had that idea a while ago. That's mainly an NFT thing. Like people buy a portion of the house. But that would be a nightmare legality wise. Absolute nightmare. You need like a holding company, and then that holding company, you buy the NFT, they get a beneficial stake in it, and it would just, yeah. Good idea on the face. In practicality, it would be a living literal nightmare. You would need to streamline a lot. Talk to a lot of people, a lot of lawyers, get that ironclad. The ES rejected from the 200 SMA, bouncing on the 100 MA. EQ30 MA looking bearish. Gapper, you still think we're going to do a full V-shaped recovery? 300 points up? I don't know. I don't know, my friend. We have 17 minutes until news. Idris, they're doing that on the XRP ledger. Yeah, I have constant ideas. Constant. Boom, boom, boom. Legend says, I don't think the news will, but watch it skyrocket the market this time. The rental thing, yeah, I know, Idris. On the XRP ledger, eh? XRP ledger to begin 654 trillion real estate tokenization with RealFi. Hmm. Hmm. Man, volatility is so low. We're about to have that pivot point to the downside, 23,133. Blown. Real world, you don't have a chance. On here, your cover is blown. We're waiting for this news, guys. 13 minutes. Fed bids for 3-year notes, total 19.7 billion. It could do nothing. In that case, we'll just end the stream. But we should have possibly 1 to 2 more trading opportunities. Waiting for this news. US 3-year note is no joke. Could provide some opportunity. 10, 30, 50 point wick. NQ 30-minute getting below the 100 MA. NQ 5-minute rejecting the 20 MA. Okay. ES is having a nice recovery. NQ's bouncing 10 minutes until news. This NQ 30-minute chart looks absolutely dreadful. Look at this NQ 30-minute chart. It is holding the 100 MA, but it's below the VWAP, below 200 SMA. It's kind of a consolidation as well. Kind of one big consolidation zone, kind of breaking out of the resistance right now for the ES. RSI getting above that MA, getting neutral territory for the ES 1 minute. Williams R getting above neutral. And it is ramping up. On the NQ 30-minute, RSI is going lower, below the MA. Williams R 120-day going lower. Nvidia is down 1.3%. Tesla is down 0.8%. Google flipping red. Amazon is down Amazon is up 1.55%. Microsoft is down 0.73%. Meta is down 1.2%. Apple is up 0.15%. Netflix is down 1.15%. MicroStrategy is down 3%. Palantir is up 3%. Palantir is up 7%. Palantir is up 7% for the day. GameStop is up 0.66%. Costco is down 0.8%. Alibaba is down 0.13%. AFGO is down 1.15% on the day. AMD is down 0.6%. QCOM is down 0.33%. Adobe is up 1% for the day. Voyager Technologies is down 18.3% today. Robinhood is down 2.3%. The Dow is a little negative. Looks like it's about to flip green though. Russell 2000 is up 0.3%. Nasdaq futures are sitting 0.45% down. ES futures are sitting down 0.3%. Bitcoin is sitting down 1.7%. ETH is down 3.6%. Sol is down 3.4%. XRP is down 3%. And Doge is down 5.5%. News in 7 minutes, chat. Oh, just leaked Discord. I gotta get used to that. That is the Discord to come, by the way. Gapper. Hopefully I didn't leak your username, Gap. I mean, people will know it anyway. You'll be a mod. Hopefully no leaks, man. Logo ad, appreciate you.
Connection lost.
Oh baby, is Ninja Trader messing up? My internet's here. Let me reset. Oh, the good old connection lost. Sometimes Ninja Trader does that. We're back on, but I'm gonna reset. Disconnect. Reconnect. Yeah, we should be back. Stream could be messed up. Good. We're good to go. Good to go for this news. We're staying here until this news. I want to see if this provides an opportunity. 5 minutes until news. We'll see. Shadow, you should do guest stream and do trade live like how they do it on Top Step TV. I could. John, I don't pick sides. I really don't. I don't care that much. Appreciate it, John. More focused on trading. Very slow market. ATR is just steadily coming down. It is at 19, but it doesn't feel like 19. Also, the volatility index is sitting at 17.8, up 1.7% for today. ES is back at the 200 SMA, trying to get above. We have 4 minutes until the 3-year note. 3-year note in 4 minutes, chat. Thank you. 5 minutes, trying to break above the 20 May. Okay. ES is getting above the 200 SMA. 3 minutes until news. What's up, Raj? Hello. Appreciate it, Dan. Two minutes until news. Market is brutal to sit through this low volatility. Absolutely brutal. Oh, let's zoom out a bit. We are in the middle of this range. If it breaks this trend line, I'll probably join long, depending on the news, the opportunity. Also, could not create any volatility whatsoever. Could just come in as expected and do nothing. The House subpoenas Clintons. Ooh. The House Overnight Committee issued subpoenas to former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton for depositions related to Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking case, with dates set for October 9th and October 14th, respectively. The subpoenas also target other officials, including Attorney General Merrick Garland and former FBI Director James Comey, as well as demand Epstein-related records from the Department of Justice by August 19th. This action is part of a broader congressional effort to examine the governmental handlings of Epstein's network. That's definitely a W. All right, 30 seconds, chat. 30 seconds. 30 seconds till the 1 p.m. US 3-year note. See if it does anything. Could wake up, could wake down, 10, 30, 50 points. Depending on the news, could come neutral and do absolutely nothing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Could also be delayed by a couple minutes. Waiting to find out. So far, we're waking down at that pivot point. Volatility has come up a bit. Just a little. Picked up a little bit. ES is below the 200 SMA. Miguel, if you don't want to wait, I'll when Discord's done, I'll send you the link. Probably tomorrow or a couple days from now. I'll post it in the post for members, etc., etc. Gapper just decided to build it, just impromptu. Hey, I got Discord experience. I was a mod for X amount of time. You want me to build a Discord? And I was like, yep. Yep. Yes, please. Thankfully, he had the time and was willing to do it. I don't know why, but he's super generous and I appreciate it. Yeah, that's fine, Gapper. Anyone modded is someone I trust who was here for a while. So they can be mod. It's fine. So far this news was delayed or came in neutral. Still waiting for it on my feed. Getting a little bounce. Try to break outside that range. Okay, it's rejecting that range again. US 3-year note high yield came in at 3.66%. Previously, it was 3.89. US 3-year note bid of cover came in at 2.53. Previously, it was 2.5. Not enough to really move it. That's the last news on the docket, by the way. The only news left on the docket is at 4 p.m. after market closes. Trump signed executive orders on the Olympics. Also, 4:15 AMD quarter 2 2025 earnings. AMD earning call at 5 p.m. Discord is just for the community, honest. I mean, if we start using it and don't like it, I may move to X community. I may have an X community just to have an X community and then have a Discord. X, you can be a little more explicit. Discord has to be modded a little more or your community will be taken down. I do know that. But it just provides opportunity. You guys can send stuff in chats for me to react to. Fill this dead space. What do you think of this? You guys can post your analysis for me to go through during these times we're waiting for trades. There's a lot of downtime in trading and we are trying to fill that. Also, the P&Ls for the day, you guys winning, posting screenshots of payouts, etc., etc. We can inspire the chat, inspire future traders to come, motivate them, and just offers a good inspirational moment. Very positive. WhatsApp is not really like that community vibe. I don't even know if you can add WhatsApp, like if you can have that many members, like thousands of Discord members, hundreds. We're gonna bounce all that pivot point. Draw these. This volatility is garbage. May have some legs. Palantir's trying to come up. ES is just consolidating around the 200 SMA. What's up, Sha? Man, this thing is that I had said my close TP to 217, not 187, but didn't want to chance while. Yeah. Man, that dog, Gapper, that dog. What are you gonna do though? Man's best friend. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? May wait for the next candle. I may take a stab at this. Pretty tight stop. In with one. That volatility sweep could be manipulation. Send it down. We'll move stop right below the 20 MA. One stab at it. We'll see how it wants to move. Down 80, down 90. This could be the first losing trade on the stream. Low volatility, not going to give it much room. Could remove the stop and be fine, but not when it's this low volatility. Tapping the 20 MA. Down 100. Looking for it to reclaim that trend line. Could just be a wick, could fall back in it, could bounce, could move. Very low volatility, so move's probably gonna take a minute. Down 45, one contract long. Let's try right back into the resistance range. 30-minute wicks are bearish. 55 MA getting rejected again for the 20 MA. About to be stopped and stopped. So first losing trade down 205 in that account. Trading with profit at this point. Low volatility. Boom, boom, boom. This time of day, wouldn't it be bad to switch to micros instead of minis? Wouldn't be bad. This NQ5 man can get above the 20, man. This volatility is garbage, though. I mean, look at this ES chart. Grind, grind, grind. Let's try to break it again. This could be the bounce. I'll take one more stab at it. Actually, with the same account. If we can get above the 20, man, only like you 5 minutes. Starting to go. Ah, that's garbage. ES looks like it's going to wake up to the VWAP. It could take 10, 20, 30 minutes. Trying to move. Looks like it's going to do it. We'll see. Lower high, higher low. What will be? You're in a consolidation zone. NQ30 minute has a chance of propping up. Has some bearish wicks though. NQ5 minute getting above the 20 MA. ES is above the 100 MA, 200 SMA. Trying to go to the VWAP. Volume weighted average price. Trying. Just so you guys know, the Discord for now will not be monetized. I have no plans to monetize it, and no one will solicit you for money in DMs regardless. And be on the lookout for scammers as well. The channel is growing rapidly. We're getting bigger. I will never ask you guys for money via DM. The only thing will be the simulator products, other things, but never through DM. Never. I will never message you, comment. Do not get scammed. Do not get scammed. Be on the lookout. Do not get scammed. But besides that, we'll just see how tomorrow goes. We'll see what the Israel cabinet votes on Gaza, if they're going to occupy or not. That will affect the market if they do. The Trump signing executive orders on Olympics, we will review tomorrow during a downtime. That video loaded up. And the Gaza situation news, see the vote. And we'll just see where we are tomorrow. Ending pretty positive. One negative trade out of 6. So 80% win rate today. Or a little more than that, 86. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Could end it with 100. Really didn't want to trade that low volatility. Took a stab at it though. It's getting a little low volatility. Little entertainment value. Took it. It had a chance. It still does. The NQ5 minute propping above the 20 May. This could go to that pivot point up top. 23,222. That's a key pivot point. Also could keep consolidating. There is no more news on the docket besides when market is over. Trump signing executive orders. AMD Q2 earnings. The news for tomorrow. We have Uber Q2 earnings. McDonald's Q2 earnings. Disney Q3 earnings. In the earlier hours of the morning, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. also US MBA mortgage applications, 30-year mortgage rate. Uber, Disney, McDonald's call at 8 and 8:30 a.m. before market open. And then 10:30 a.m. EST tomorrow, EIA crude oil inventories. And then 1 p.m. US 10-year note, that's important. And hopefully some Trump news as well. That's pretty low stack docket. Low stack docket for Wednesday. But we will be here regardless, trading the Trump news, the volatility, at least for the couple hours, hour or two. And Palantir really surprised me today. I'm not sure what, I'm assuming it's earnings, but I haven't really followed the news too well with specific stocks, mainly just overall news. Trump threatening a 35% tariff on the EU, etc., etc. Great day, absolute trades. Gapper, I will, if you need anything, I'll be on Discord occasionally here and there. So if you need anything, your questions or anything, you also don't have to spend a lot of time. I'll figure out the rest. I appreciate everything you guys do. Love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Persevere through resistance. Do not fear the unknown. Do not fear missing out. And there are no missed opportunities. Only the next one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.